Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to yet another exciting, titillating, orgasmic edition of Radical Rock and Record Reviews. And once again, I'm your host, Wild Ride bassist Mick Watkins, otherwise known as Dick Twatkins. And today, guys, for the first time, and what is it? For the first time in 7 long years, we can discuss a brand new Metallica album. And ever since it came out, 3 weeks ago, everybody's been asking me, my friends have been asking me, people online, my online friends have been asking me. They're like, Mick, Dick Twatkins, what is your opinion on the brand new Metallica album, 72 Seasons? I wanted to give it some time. I didn't want to just jump right into a review. You know, I wanted to kind of let this album get a little teeny tiny bit of age on it. And I wanted to really see, how do I feel about this album? What are my honest thoughts as of right now, as a brand new release? Well, today, guys, on Radical Rock and Record Reviews, we're going to discuss the brand new album for the first time in 7 long years, Metallica's 72 Seasons. Is it a good album? Is it a hit album? Or is it a shit? Hit or shit? You're going to find out right now what Dick Twatkins' thoughts are on the brand new Metallica album. So look at that, I got the CD copy. And like any true hardcore Metallica fan, hardcore rock and roller, heavy metal fan, had to get the album, the album on CD and vinyl. As you can see, the vinyl copy, I got the limited edition Walmart exclusive yellow and black swirl vinyl, which after the review we will do an unboxing for. I got the vinyl, I got the CD, so let's talk about it right here, right now. Metallica, 72 Seasons, the first brand new album since 2016's Hardwired to Self-Destruct. Now, if you dig back into the, the past videos, if you dig back into the catalog of Dick Twatkins' videos here on Radical Rock and Record Reviews, you'll see that one of my earliest videos was I did a ranking of the Metallica albums. And you'll know, and it still stands to this very day, that their 2016 release, Hardwired to Self-Destruct, is my favorite album since Master of Puppets. You got Kill 'Em All, Ride the Lightning, Master of Puppets. What's the best since then? Dude, in my opinion, it's Hardwired to Self-Destruct. Is it or was it Hardwired to Self-Destruct? I don't know. Join me on this journey and we'll find the fuck out. But anyway, so first time in 7 years, Metallica. James Hetfield, lead vocals, rhythm guitar. Lars Ulrich, drums. Kirk Hammett, lead guitar. And Rob Trujillo on bass. Deliver a brand new album. So let's take a look at it. First, let's talk about the album cover. It's yellow. Has the classic Metallica logo M on it. It's got a baby crib that's all burned and charred and decayed and destroyed. And it's got a guitar. It's got a little tricycle. It's got a chair. It's got some weights. It's got some headphones. It's got some action figures. It's got a bicycle helmet. It's got all kinds of fucking shit on it. Whenever I first saw it, dude, I remember whenever Lux Eterna dropped. And back in November, I think, they dropped everything. They dropped the album cover. They dropped Lux Eterna as the first single. And I remember looking at this on Instagram because I woke up to the brand new news of a brand new Metallica song and a brand new album. I remember looking at it and thinking, dude, this is all honesty. Probably one of my least favorite Metallica album covers. For one thing, it's yellow. I think yellow's kind of an ugly, off-putting color, I don't know. I just thought it was kind of not really that great. Kind of up there with Saint Anger as being one of their worst album covers. Now, as I've had time to stew on it, some time to just sit there and stare at it for hours and hours and hours, I don't know. While I don't think it's one of their best album covers, it's certainly not up there with Kill 'Em All, Ride the Lightning, Master of Puppets. I really love the Load album cover. Injustice for All is cool. Death Magnetic is cool. Hardwired is pretty cool. I know a lot of people hate it. But, it's not their worst album cover. Certainly not their best. But album cover-wise, I dig it. The only thing I don't like about it is I wish that, right in here, it had the Metallica logo. It says Metallica. And maybe, underneath the logo has, the words, 72 seasons, So all in all, album cover, I think it's pretty cool. Serves a purpose. Now I've kind of gotten used to it. I'm kind of digging the yellow and black scheme. But like I said, it's not one of my favorite album covers. So let's talk about each one of the members. Dude, on this album, you have to give it to James Hetfield. I think this is some of the best singing that James Hetfield has done in fucking years, man, in decades. I think, going throughout let's start the 90s, the Black Album. Then you went into Load and Reload and Insane Anger and Death Magnetic. I really think, there were some years, in the 90s where it kind of seemed that Metallica, they kind of had like an identity crisis, And I don't know. I kind of feel that like Hardwired to Self-Destruct, they really, truly found themselves again. On that release, the guys, they were like, you know what? We're not gonna be like a thrash band. We're not a thrash band of the Injustice for All, Master of Puppets era anymore. That's really not us anymore. And we're not a straight up hard rock band. We're just gonna fucking find ourselves for this new era. And I feel on Hardwired, they really, really found a new sound. What Metallica is now in the 2010s and the 2020s. And that being said, I think James has really, really found, being 60 years old, I think James has found a really cool, great vocal style to fit him in this new era that fits in great with the new songs and the classics, dude. I've seen Metallica twice in 2021 at Louder Than Life, okay? And I've seen them live. And I've seen them live on the Hardwired tour. And dude, James Hetfield kills it live, and he kills it on this album. Great songwriting. In all honesty, on this release, 72 seasons, I really think this is some of James Hetfield's best lyrics. His lyrics are fucking on point. And I know, like, over the last year or so, James has went through rehab. He went through a divorce where he left his wife, or maybe his wife left him. I don't know. But these are just some really cool, introspective, just killer kick-ass lyrics from almighty Papa Het. So, dude, James Hetfield's top of his fucking game, dude. I think he's killing it on this album. Go to Lars Ulrich. Lars Ulrich, love him or hate him, to me, Lars Ulrich, I've said it for years and I'll say it on this review. Lars Ulrich, to me, is like the Phil Rudd of heavy metal. He's like the Phil Rudd of thrash metal. Lars has just got a cool, unique groove and swing to his playing. I love Lars as a drummer. Actually, I think Lars might be my favorite member of Metallica. He's the dude I'd want to fucking party with. Hell, I even ripped his fucking haircut off. So it's like, Lars totally kills it on this album. Tons of groove, tons of cool, classic Lars Ulrich, snare drum fills and shit. And rarely he'll go on the toms and stuff. But I love Lars playing as a drummer. I think he plays his ass off on this. Let's go to Kirk Hammett, or they call him Quirk Hammett. I think this is some of Kirk's most inspired playing in a long fucking time here on 72 seasons. I think Kirk Hammett, everybody gives him shit for the wah pedal abuse. And sometimes Kirk Hammett, I do feel, sometimes he does kind of, cling on to that wah pedal a little too much, and he might use it as a crutch. But I've watched interviews, dude, and he likes the sound of it. He loves what it pulls out of him. He likes how that wah pedal sound inspires him. So, dude, if that's what the guy fucking loves, that's what the guy wants to do, I'm all for it. I'm a Kirk Hammett fan. I'm a Metallica fan. So use your wah pedal. But that being said, on this album, there's lots of fucking tunes where Kirk Hammett doesn't use his wah pedal. It's just straight up fucking pentatonic, bluesy pentatonic heavy metal riffage. Kirk Hammett kills it on this album. Rob Trujillo, to date, I think this is his best performance on a Metallica album. You hear his bass a lot more. He's doing a lot more kind of interesting fills and just hard riffage and shit. I think his bass tone is real growly and deep and just fucking penetrating on this album. I dig it. So everybody on this album, I don't think there's, a weak moment as far as songwriting, singing, musicianship, playing. I don't think there's a weak moment on this album. It's fucking solid, dude. So let's get into the tracks. Track by track album review. Track number 1, 72 Seasons, slamming opening track, dude. When it starts in that 72 Seasons, slamming opening track, classic Metallica. Dude, in my opinion, a Metallica classic already, and one of my top 4 favorite songs on this album. I love the part where it kicks in with the snare drum, the da 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 da, and James does the feeding of a breath of man. Love that part. I think it's so cool how his vocals just spit out like fucking pure heavy metal venom, filling with each snare drum hit. Fucking love that. That's cool as shit, dude. Very kill 'em all in style and spirit and vibe on this track, 72 Seasons. James Hetfield, like I said earlier, sounds fucking fantastic. Great vocal delivery by Hetfield. Kirk kills it on the lead, and I love the double lead guitar section. And you know what? I will say there's lots of double lead guitar on 72 Seasons. It's cool. Track number 2, Shadows Fall, another up-tempo headbanger with a great killer groove. Hard to not sit there and air drum along with Lars when you're driving in your car, when you're driving in your Toyota Corolla. The Rock-a-Rolla! You know, I dig this fucking song, and I rock the fuck out to it. Really dig the pre-chorus section. Then, before he goes, it's playing in the background now. The sea then, breathing, nightmares grow, and I run, still my shadows follow. Love that part. Fucking cool tune, dude. Track number 3, my favorite track on the whole fucking album, Screaming Suicide. Fuck yeah. My favorite song on the album, once again, insane killer groove, straight up skull crushing heavy metal riffage. Love that riff, dude. Very new wave of British heavy metal influence. Kind of sounds like it could have been a cool Diamond Head song, or maybe something from like fucking Angel Witch, or even maybe like Thin Lizzy or Motorhead. Very cool fucking shit, dude. Almost has a late 70s kind of hard rock heavy metal vibe in it to the main riff. And I love the driving bass, just the way fucking, you know, James and Kirk are doing the main riff, and Rob's just steady back there holding it fucking down on that root note. Badass, dude. Screaming Suicide, my favorite track on the album. Love it. It's Metallica classic. Hopefully I can check out this tour, and hopefully they play it. Screaming Suicide, love it. Track number 4, Sleepwalk My Life Away. Kind of feel like lyrically, a little bit lyric-wise, I kind of feel like that song is kind of somewhat of a unofficial sequel to Enter Sandman. It talks about sleeping and shit and everything, and you know, that's just something that I kind of thought of when I was writing the review down and really listening to this over. Not to mention, since the date I got this, release date, up until a couple days ago, this album for almost 3 weeks did not leave the CD player in my car. I listened to this fucking album 13 times in a row, and I could not tell you, for the first time in a long time, I couldn't tell you a new album, or really any album, that I listened to that much in a row. I just could not fucking stop playing this album, dude. It's like I was addicted to it. And then today, gearing up for the review, I listened to it again, and I'm like, man, I've missed this. This is some good shit. But yeah, Sleepwalk My Life Away. Song totally jams. Kirk Hammett is totally on fire on this song and the album. Some of his best lead playing in years. Love the chorus. Wake me, sleepwalk my life away. Wake me. I think that's cool. That's hard not to fucking chant with, you know. Track number 5, You Must Burn. Cool mid-tempo groove. Kind of in style if I had to compare it to any past Metallica works. I'd say it's kind of somewhere in between Hardwired to Self-Destruct and the Load era, which Anybody that knows me knows I fucking love Load. I love Metallica Load. Love the lyrics to this tune. It's very much in tune with all the crazy shit that goes on nowadays. You know, like, it's kind of like modern day witch hunting, modern day witch burning. You know, everybody's always trying to find something to complain about, always trying to find something that they don't like. And once they find that, they do their best to try and cancel it and fucking cut it out and try to make it almost not exist. It's like modern day book burning, modern day witch hunting. And this song almost seems like it's James Hetfield's response to this whole kind of sick, twisted, stupid movement. Or at least that's what I got from the lyrics. Lyrics are always up for interpretation, and you know, lyrics mean to you what you get from it, you pull from it. So there you go. That's it. You Must Burn. Cool track. Track number 6, Lux Eterna. Dude, the first track we heard off this album. Classic fucking Metallica. You know, for the first week or so listening to this album, I really felt that Lux Eterna was the best song on this album. But now I don't think it is. Now, like I said, Screaming Suicide is my favorite song. But it is, dude. It's classic fucking Metallica. Lux Eterna, it's just great. It's pure kill 'em all, new wave of British heavy metal influence greatness. You know, like, it just kind of sounds like that writing that, you know, James and Lars, Kirk, and also Rob, they were just sitting around going, you know what? Let's take this shit back. Let's forget, like, everything we've done. Let's go back to our roots, dude. Let's go back to when we were sitting in Lars's bedroom and we were jamming to fucking Diamond Head records, you know, Angel Witch 45s and stuff like that. You know, they really went back to their roots on that. Very Kill 'Em All style. I love it. And if you didn't know, my band Wild Ride, we actually did a cover of that and a music video for Lux Eterna. And it's available on YouTube, Spotify, all the streaming services. Check out the audio version and the video. We're proud of that. I think so far it's like reached up to like 35K views or something like that. So yeah, give it a listen, dude, because we all really love Metallica, and we did it, you know, we'll try to get exposure for our band, but also, dude, because we all were just jazzed about the fucking song, and we loved it so much. You know, Lux Eterna jams. Dig it. Track number 7, Crown of Barbed Wire. Cool kind of grooving song. I really dig this style of modern Metallica songwriting. You know, it's just got a cool kind of burning groove that fits, like I said, with You Must Burn. It fits somewhere in between the Black Album and Load. And really, that's kind of how I feel that, you know, Hardwired kind of was, the style of that whole album. You know, and I've watched all of the videos for this album, the music videos for each song. And I know a lot of people give this music video shit, but I dig the video for Crown of Barbed Wire, dude. It's about this guy that's this crazy looking dude that's got a tattoo of a barbed wire crown. And he murders this dude's wife and child. And then he goes to prison. So then, like, to seek out revenge, the father and the husband of the wife and the baby, he goes in and robs a bank, okay, purposely to get fucking caught and to get sent to prison. So he goes to prison, and then he meets up with the guy with the crown of barbed wire, and then he fucking kills him. But he also gets jumped by James, Lars, and Kirk, and Rob in prison also, which is kind of a weird twist. You think that Metallica would help the father get revenge from his murdered wife and child, but I don't know. It's kind of got a weird twist to it. And it's funny just seeing, like, Lars with his classic fucking evil-looking face beat the shit out of some dude in prison, because I think it's safe to bet that probably Lars has never beat the shit out of anyone in his life. You know? Just can't picture Lars, I don't know, kicking ass. I don't know. So anyway, Crown of Barbed Wire. Cool fucking song. Love it. Chasing Light. Chase that light, lean on me. Face that fight, lean on me. Great fucking chorus in Chasing Light. Very Kill 'Em All in spirit, attitude, and delivery. In my opinion, with that fucking just cool chorus, it's a standout track on this album. Kirk Hammett murders the solo in bluesy pentatonic awesomeness. Once again, sounding very Kill 'Em All-ish. James' vocals soar in the chorus. Chase that light, lean on me. Chasing Light kicks ass. Track number 9. If darkness had a son, if darkness had a son, then here I am. If darkness had a son, then here I am. Epic badassery, sure to go down as a Metallica classic. Definitely has that kind of that Black Album, just snare, that kick drum and snare stomp, and that this classic Lars Ulrich shit. Could have been off the Black Album, I think, if I had to compare If Darkness Had a Son to any past Metallica eras. I would say definitely the Black Album. Could have been off that album. Another smashing chorus. Temptation. Dun, 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 temptation. Never fails to get stuck in my head. I'll be walking around the house. I'll be doing whatever the fuck I'm doing. Sometimes I'll just, and I don't even really notice I'm doing it. I'll just be like, temptation. So, Darkness Had a Son, great song. Track number 10. Am I too far gone to see? Gonna make it through the day. Too Far Gone, kind of in line with Chasing Light. Very similar in kind of riff and structure, but fucking rocks. Cool solo. I know that, I think it's the second solo. Kurt kind of goes into this build-up, dude, and it's like some kind of like pentatonic run, and it sounds just like it's lifted off of fucking Kill 'Em All, dude. Kirk Hammett kills it. Yeah, I remember when the first couple times I listened to this album, this song, I thought it was just okay, I thought it was just an alright tune. Now though, Too Far Gone, it's one of my fucking favorite songs on the album. It's either in my top 4 or top 5 favorite songs on the album. This song kind of battles it out with another song that I'm going to mention here in a minute as one of my top 4 favorite songs. But Too Far Gone, total Kill 'Em All, a little bit of Ride the Lightning vibe in it. Just got that punky kind of fast, upbeat, new wave of British heavy metal, Kill 'Em All inspired attitude. I love it. Track 11, Room of Mirrors, banging tune, relentless rocker. But if I had a gun pointed to my head, okay, if I had to pick a least favorite song off of 72 Seasons, it would probably be Room of Mirrors. Not a bad tune, it's a jamming tune. This whole fucking album, from the moment you hit play, it jams and it never fucking lets up. It kicks all kinds of ass. But Room of Mirrors would be, my least favorite. Alright, so if I had to pick one, still a good tune though, does not suck. It's not skippable. None of this album is skippable. Keep your little dirty fucking asshole scratching, nose booger picking finger off the skip button. Don't. The whole album slays. And the final track, track number 12, Inamorata. Inamorata. And I talk about my top 5 favorite songs on this album. Inamorata would take 5th place, battling out with Too Far Gone as my 5th favorite song from this album. Inamorata. This song's just got a cool fucking vibe to it, dude. The song kicks in with a full-fledged, ball-stomping, nipple-twisting, just badass Black Sabbath fucking stomp, dude. This totally reeks of like Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath era. Maybe a little bit of Volume 4 Black Sabbath. It just reeks of it. The riff, very reminiscent of Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath. Probably, maybe the best chorus on the album. Misery, she feels me. Whoa, whoa, but she's not what I'm living for. I love that misery, she needs me. Whoa, whoa, but I win this war. Love that, dude. Hetfield sounds so great on it. It's awesome. Could have been one of the best songs on Load. Once again, I hear a lot of Load influence on this album. It's just kind of got that cool mid-tempo kind of groove that a lot of the Load album had. 2x4, fucking the house that Jack built, that kind of stuff. Wicked ass Thin Lizzy influenced double lead section. I love it when just James and Kurt come together, dude, and they melt out a cool melodic kind of Thin Lizzy-esque guitar solo. Good shit, man. And the ending solo section is epic and sends this great album out in style. Kurt's just sitting there fucking jamming, dude. Lars, James, and Rob are just sitting there holding it down, and Kurt's just welling away, man, in true Kirk Hammett fashion. I mean, it's pretty killer. I mean, it's good. It's 11 minutes and 10 seconds of pure Metallica greatness. And that's my thoughts on the brand new Metallica album, 72 Seasons. So all in all, gotta say, and a lot of people in the group that I'm in, the group that I belong to, the Rock and Metal Combat Podcast group, all my brothers and sisters in that group, and even people outside of that group, just friends of mine, and people that are not even friends of mine, that I would not associate with. A lot of people tried to kind of shit on this album, saying it sucks. But a lot of fucking people praise it too, and say that it's the best album since the Black Album. And I gotta say that for those of you that think this album sucks, you need to get some Q-tips and clean your fucking ears out, dude, because there's no way that this fucking album sucks. There's just no way, dude. If you love Metallica, if you love heavy metal, I'm not talking about just thrash. Get your head out of the fucking ground. Get your head out of the fucking clouds. Just admit Metallica's not a fucking thrash band, okay? They're a straight up heavy metal band. This is a great heavy metal album. It's fucking killer. You know, it's the only critique that I would give this is a lot of the songs kind of ride the same kind of groove. A lot of the songs kind of have the same kind of tempo and structure. But dude, who gives a fucking shit? Are the songs good or not? And every song on this album, some are better than others, every song on this album fucking jams. And all the songs are bangers. So to me, anybody that wants to hate on this album and kind of shit on it, you know, I can name some names, but I'm not going to. I'm not going to fucking, spotlight anybody or gaslight anybody. But anybody that hates this album went into this album already wanting to hate it. They hated this album before they even heard it, in my opinion. Because like I said, if you love Metallica, if you love heavy metal, if you love Judas Priest, how could you not fucking love this album, dude? And bringing up Judas Priest, dude, a lot of the times when I'm listening to this album, this is kind of the most Judas Priest sounding album. And the reason I wore this shirt right here, it was because this album right here, 72 Seasons, reminds me a lot in ways of Judas Priest Firepower. You know, like this back in 2018 was a great kind of return to form, a great return of a classic band. And Firepower totally fucking slays. Well, to me, you know, this album reminds me a lot of fucking Firepower. And it's a classic band coming back with one of their strongest efforts in a long fucking time. And in all honesty, one of their strongest albums in their whole career and discography. That's my opinion. You don't have to like it. You don't have to agree with it. But, you know, you watched the video, you wanted to know my opinions. This is it. So if you don't like this album, play the new Overkill. That seems to be so great. I could give a shit less about Overkill. This fucking album slays. You know what? On the review, I gave this album 4.5 stars. I'm going to stick with that. This album to me is 4.5 stars, teetering on 5 stars. My opinion. And I don't really try to say this a lot. But this album to me is a modern classic. This will go down as an album that I fucking crank and listen to for probably the rest of my life. Many, many, many years to come. I mean, it's fucking great. Gleam into the eyes of James Hetfield. James fucking killed it, dude. Love this album. And like I said, dude, this is the first album in a very long time that I just could not stop listening to. And I'm still digging it. It's great. 4.5, teetering on 5 stars. The Dick Twatkins seal of approval. So that's the review. Let's get this, where's my thingy at? There it is. Vinyl unboxing. All right, you got the Walmart yellow and black swirl exclusive. You know how I like to do this. Whenever a new album comes out from a band that I really fucking love, I like to do vinyl unboxings because I know you guys like reviews, you like hearing my opinions, and you also like, you know, seeing vinyl unboxings. So take the shrink wrap off that I am going to keep. I'm going to place the hype sticker right here in the corner, just how I did my CD. So let's check it out. There it is. There's the back. Pretty cool album cover, not their best. Open the gatefold up. There's fucking James and Lars. And I'm not going to take out both discs. But yeah, you take it out. There's James, looking so handsome and debonair. There's Kirk, looking kind of emotional and like, they locked up my wall pedal for lots of this album. I couldn't use the wall as much as I really wanted to. And let's do, here it is. Check it out. Pretty fucking cool, man. Pretty fucking cool. Check it out. I like it. I dig it. It is yellow and black swirl. They had a purple edition and some other colors, red I think. Nah, with this album, you gotta get the red or the yellow and black, dude. You gotta get the yellow and black. Looks like Striper a little bit, but this album totally fucking annihilates and destroys every fucking album that Striper ever fucking did. So, in my opinion, I mean, it's science. It's science. So yeah, there's the review I have for the new Metallica album. 72 seasons, guys. Get you a copy, crank it, stream it, whatever the fuck you want to do. And guys, I will see you very soon for the next review. I might have some rankings coming down the pipe. Might have some other cool shit. Some lists. Some best of list. Until next time, guys, check out my fucking band Wild Ride, WILD, on Facebook and Instagram. Check us out on Spotify, YouTube Music, Apple Music, Amazon Music, all that shit. Keep rocking. Metallica fucking rules. And don't let anybody tell you they don't, because they're full of dog shit. I'll see you later.